You're kidding me, right? Seriously? You're an imposter. What are you thinking? You're kidding yourself, right? You're an imposter. You can't do this. Come on. Just give up. You can't do this. You're an imposter. Let's do this. Hello, my creative unicorns. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie and I am a mindset coach who works exclusively with creative entrepreneurs. I help you work through what is holding you back, help you learn about mindset so you can go forward and share your gifts with the world and be the kick-ass creative that I know that you are. Today, I'm going to talk with you about imposter syndrome, and it is a very real thing, and it holds back so many creatives, just gets in your head and keeps you from moving forward if you let it. It's something that I have personally dealt with as well, and it can be a nasty, nasty little thing. So we're going to learn about it today. We're going to learn what it is, how it affects your mind, how it can hold you back, and then I'm going to give you a few tips to learn how to start working through it. Imposter syndrome. So it loosely is defined as basically just when you doubt your abilities. You feel like a fraud, like for even trying. Like it just gets in your mind and just makes you think all kinds of nasty thoughts, kind of like some of the ones that I included at the beginning of this video. And it can also cause you to not feel good about your accomplishments, not celebrate your successes or celebrate your hard work. Kind of know like that little voice inside of your head that when it comes to doing big things, like when it comes to putting your work and your creativity out there, going after your dreams, and you know how you can maybe get nervous all of a sudden, maybe get butterflies in the pit of your stomach, and then all of a sudden you start thinking, am I good enough? Can I do this? Who am I kidding? Who's gonna believe, I can't do this. Like, why am I even trying? People aren't gonna take me seriously. Just all of those thoughts, that little voice, nasty little thing inside of your head. You know what I'm talking about, you guys, that just makes you completely doubt yourself, and it can paralyze you in fear and cause you to not even have the confidence to go forward. Yeah, I've named mine. Her name is Debbie Downer.
Bummer!
And she's a bitch, okay? We fight all the time. I mean, imposter syndrome is still a real thing, something I even still deal with. And it's probably something you'll deal with a lot throughout your creative journey. And that's okay, but it's just learning about how to deal with it and not let it cause you to be too scared to put yourself out there, to take a risk, to put your work out there, to share your gifts, because that's the most important thing as a creative. You are here. You are talented, you are gifted, and you are here to share your creativity and your gifts, and you can't let something like this hold you back. I know how hard it is, especially when you're basically putting your heart out there, your heart and soul out there sometimes. It's freaking scary. And imposter syndrome is just one of the many things that can happen, but specifically today, we're talking about imposter syndrome. And let me tell you right now, you are amazing. You are not a fraud. You're not a freaking imposter. You're a kick-ass creative who is brave enough to put themselves out there and put their work out there. But even with that all being said, in those moments where those thoughts start flooding your mind, it can be incredibly, incredibly overwhelming. So I want to teach you a couple of things, a couple of ways that when you are in that moment, I don't know why I just went like that. When you are in that moment, on how to deal with that. First thing I want you to do is realize a couple of things first. And it may be hard at first, but I want you to really work on believing these things. It's okay if you don't have it all figured out right in this moment. The whole part of the journey is continuing to grow and to learn and to get better and better and better and learn more and more and more and become an even better, amazing version of yourself. So it's okay if you don't have it all figured out right now. It's okay if it's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect. I know that's maybe a crazy thing to say, especially if you're a perfectionist. I deal with this too. But it's never going to be perfect, so don't strive for that. Just trust your gifts and your talents. Just trust it and go out there and keep creating, because you will inspire and impact more people than you realize. I can guarantee you probably already have. The more you put your work out there and keep putting your work out there, the more confident you're going to become eventually. And those thoughts are going to become less and less frequent. You're going to gain confidence the more and more you share your work and share your creativity and are in your zone and in your craft. Now for the big thing. People are always going to have opinions. That's just a given. They're always going to have opinions. But I want to tell you something, and I want you to listen to me. Are you listening? Your success, your self-worth, and your belief in your creativity and your gifts is not determined by the opinions of other people. You hear me? It's not determined by the opinions of other people. Even the most confident people in the frickin' world who you think are just unbreakable and just fierce and out there, fellow creatives that you probably admire, that you are influenced by and inspired by, even though they seem like nothing can get them down, trust me, they still have moments like this. I guarantee you. And if anyone tells you otherwise, I call BS on that. Okay? So when you get in those moments where you're starting to feel overwhelmed by all of the thoughts in your mind, and you're starting to feel like an imposter, like a fraud, I want you to do this for me. First, I want you to get up and step away. Sometimes you just need to take a break, and that's okay, because you can always come back to your work. And sometimes I like to go for a walk. It's one of the things that I really like to do, and it kind of helps me just clear my mind. Even if it's only like 10 minutes, it really helps. So find something that works for you. Secondly, another thing that you can do if you don't have time to get up and go for a walk, one thing that I want you to do that'll just help calm your mind, help calm your nervous system, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to take a couple of deep breaths. Okay, so take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale. Hold it for about 4 seconds. And then exhale. Do that a couple times, and it'll start helping calm your mind, calm your nervous system. And once you do that, I want you to remember a few more things for me, okay? Remember your why. Remember why you love what you do so much. Think about the happiness that it brings you. Think about that feeling like I talked about in my previous video, that euphoric, amazing, happy feeling that your creativity and your craft, and just think about that and think about what it brings you. No one can take that away from you. So after you've taken a couple deep breaths if you needed to, remember that. Focus on you. Focus on you in that moment. Don't think about what anybody may be thinking. Don't think that you can't do this, because you can. Because you already are. Just focus on you. Focus on what you've already accomplished and what you have yet to accomplish, because it's not over. You have so much more to share. And I know that you can, and I know that you will. I want you to believe that. I want you to believe in yourself and your creativity and your gifts. Keep going. Keep sharing. Keep growing. Keep learning. No one can take that away from you. And you are not an imposter. You're not going to let Debbie Downer-like voices keep you from going out there and kicking ass. We're not going to do that. We don't do that here, okay? But when that does happen, when those moments do happen, and I'm not going to lie to you, they will happen, we have learned and will continue to learn how to work through them. I'm getting in my zen. I'm getting in my zen moment. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really, truly appreciate your time. It means so much to me. If you liked this video, if you found value in it, if some of what we talked about you can relate to and it helped you, please give it a thumbs up. If you feel so inclined, it would mean so much to me, and it also helps my channel, but it would just mean so much to me, and thank you so much if you do. And if you feel even further inclined and you would like to join this amazing community of amazing kick-ass creative unicorns that we're building here, I would love to have you subscribe. Why am I doing the thumbs up? I would love to have you subscribe. Would love to have you join the community. And if you do subscribe, make sure to click that little notification bell so you know whenever I post a new video. So excited for content we have coming up here and to build an amazing, supportive, creative community for you. But again, thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. I believe in you. I love you. Mwah.